Well, hey guys, good morning and welcome. It's John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Great to be with you. Today is a Tuesday. It's February 17th, 2026. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend, a wonderful Valentine's Day, and all that good stuff as well. We have a great show for you, as we always do. If this is your very first time here, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you and welcome. If you're coming back, I definitely want to say welcome back. It's always great to have people that enjoy the quality of my content and want to keep growing in their lives and helping themselves and others. If you have not checked out believemeachieve.com, go check it out after the show is over at believemeachieve.com. That's short form, long form content, and so much more. You're definitely going to appreciate it. All right, guys. If you're thirsty, grab yourself a water, RO, snack, beverage, whatever it is, and come on back to the show. We need to get today's show kicked off. Are you guys ready? Yep, you're tuned into Inspirations for Your Life. So if you're looking for, I don't know, the comedy channel, or if you were looking for the chocolate channel, well, you're in the wrong spot. All right. Anyway, um, today we're talking about mastering direction, Series 5, Show 8, Episode number 4. Welcome, everyone, to Inspirations for Your Life. I am your host, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student, and a passionate lifelong learner. And yes, pretty soon to be, yes, a published author. Really excited about that. My book is in the works as we speak. I'm actually just working on chapter 6 right now. It's probably going to be somewhere around 12 to 15 chapters. So just kind of giving you a little bit of what's going on with the book. And yeah, it's moving along. So we're going to be done a lot earlier than I expected. I'm not going to tell you what's in the book. That's for you to find out later on. But I do want to keep you abreast of what's going on with the book. So today's episode is titled Thoughts Mastering Direction. Our thoughts are the foundation of our reality. In this episode, I'm going to explore how attention, focus, and mental discipline shape your outcomes, your energy, and your daily life. By mastering your thoughts, you can gain clarity, momentum, and freedom from reactive patterns. I've talked about this before. It's better to be proactive than reactive, right? Reactive is when we have to redo everything, and it's not a good thing to be reactive. It causes a lot of stress in people's lives. And that's the main thing that I want to share with you. So we have to understand that. I think that's an important thing to understand. All right, guys. So power of thought. Number one, thoughts shape outcomes. What you consistently think will determine your actions and your results. Uh, Both Neville Goddard said this, and Nightingale Conant. We become what we think about most often. Now, if you don't like where you are right now, we'll change your thoughts and then you will change. All right. Number 2, guys, attention directs action. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. I've said this before many times. It's been proven with science, but you can't just do it one time. So that's an important thing to understand. Number 3, guys, mental discipline creates clarity, training the mind, reducing confusion, and enhancing your decisions that you make. Because when we are calmer, we're able to be in a state where we can do things that we couldn't do before. So that's a very very important thing to definitely understand, and I hope that you guys will appreciate that. Number 4, guys, thoughts become habits. Repeated mental patterns hardwire behavior over time. So again, it doesn't happen in a split instant. It happens over time. Your nervous system kind of adapts to that. All right. Number 5, focus builds momentum. Concentrated efforts leads to compounding progress. So kind of like the way interest compounds in the bank, so does our interest in our thoughts and our actions compound in actual real life. All right. That's important to understand. Number 6, guys, mental order reduces anxiety. Organizing your thinking brings a calmness and a stability to your life and also to those that are, well, around you. So I think that's an important thing to be aware of and be concerned about. There's a part in my book, I'm not going to go into it now. I have a whole chapter where I talk about awareness, and it's a really cool chapter. I actually just finished it not too long ago. And so it's a really good book, but the book is about 2 major things that happened in my life that actually transformed me and got me to, I'll say, wake up and change the way I decided to be living. Number 7, guys, thought awareness builds control. Noticing patterns gives you power over reaction. Noticing, and I talk a lot about that in my book. When we notice something, we are definitely going to be not only just aware of it, but we'll also be able to tune into it, the frequency of it, the kinds of responses. When we're just like, you know, not in the moment, like we're gonna miss what that's about. Like if you're at a ball game, for example, and you're actually at the ball game, it's different than me telling you about the ball game or you quickly watching on TV. It's not the same as being there, having the popcorn. Maybe some people have beer. Maybe you'll have your soda, or I'll have my water, or or your ballpark frank, or whatever it is, your ice cream, right? Or even your peanuts, or whatever else they sell there. Number 8, clarity begins in the mind. Understanding internally leads to effective external action. So when we have clarity in our mind, it's like we get this jolt that we can do things that we didn't do before in our life. So that's an important thing. Um, Understand this. Number 9, reframing reduces resistance and changing perspectives solve problems faster. You know, a subtle shift, which I talk about a lot in my book, subtle shifts become monumental over time. They're not monumental when you first start the shift. You're like, oh, this isn't even anything. It's like I didn't even turn the dial like a tiny bit. But each day you progressed a little more. Number 10, guys, focus sharpens decisions. Clarity leads to better, faster choices. And I think that's something that a lot of people you don't realize is that when we're emotionally connected as well as physically connected, then we can make faster choices. Not, let's say, choices that are rushed, but choices that are more in alignment with our core values. All right, part 2 of this talks about emotional and cognitive benefits, and that would be 11. Mental hygiene boosts performance. Clean thinking prevents distraction and also fatigue, right? That's important to understand. Number 12, thoughts set emotional tone. Your mindset influences your mood and, guys, your interactions. Yeah, your interactions with life. Number 13, focus eliminates noise. Concentrate attention filters out distraction. Concentrated. So that's not, well, I'm going to concentrate for a minute. That's me intentionally focusing and, having that belief that I'm going to be that. So, for example, let's say, I'll give you a per example. Let's say there was a bee flying around, which you've probably seen bees many times. And let's say I want to get the perspective of the bee. I can imagine that I am the bee, or maybe that I am sitting on top of the bee with my chair and a nice cool drink and kind of strapped in there while he flies around, knowing it's probably a little bit bumpy. I know my drink keeps moving around, but also enjoying the breeze and then also really taking note of all the work that he does for the queen bee. So you can kind of get a perspective just by me saying to be aware of something. And the more that we practice this, the more that it happens. Let me give you another awareness. I've got a stapler on my desk. It's an automated stapler. Okay. And I can become aware right now that I'm literally inside that stapler. Okay. I'm on the side. I'm not near any danger parts. I'm watching it from the side. And I literally can see as the paper's going in, and I can see how the sensor causes the little arm to just jet the little staple down. See, when we choose to become aware of something, we can become aware of anything. We can become a fly on the wall. We can be anywhere we want. But when we change our perspective, okay, our answers change, our questions change, our life changes. Number 14, guys. Clarity increases confidence. Knowing your mind is organized builds self-trust. Yes. It builds self-trust, and that's something that I think a lot of people don't recognize, that it builds self-trust. Okay? Um, that's important. And I think that can make sense, um, when we choose to be intentful. Number 15, thoughts shape identity. The mental patterns you nurture define who you become. This happens in the patterns that we create. Number 16, attention builds discipline. Okay. Attention builds discipline. And directing energy consistently strengthens the self control for which we have. And that's another awareness trigger, isn't it? We're being aware of how something is affecting us or maybe not affecting us. Okay. Very, very important. Um, very, very important to understand. And I will tell you that it's important to understand this. Okay. It's important to know what's actually going on and why things are going on. Number 17, clear thinking reduces stress. Structured thought prevents overwhelmness. That may not be an easy thing to grasp, but the more that you become aware, the more that you sense things around you, the more you'll be like, wait a minute, this actually makes sense for me. Okay, it makes sense. Number 18, mindfulness improves accuracy. Observing your mind improves decision making. Let me say that again. Mindfulness improves the accuracy for which we will have. Observing your mind improves the decision making. So, mindfulness, accuracy, okay? And when we observe our mind, it improves the decision making. So, one is how accurate our decisions are, and the other is what decisions we're actually making. So many thoughts go in and out of our head every single day, and we don't pay a lot of attention to them, which is okay. But it's important to notice the ones that are going to have a great impact on our life, that are going to help us become that success. Okay. Number 19. Number 19 is thought control creates calm mastering. Mental patterns reduces impulsivity. So, calm is the mastering, and mental mastering, okay, allows us to take those patterns and reduce impulsivity. Now, impulsivity happens because maybe you're impatient. It can happen for lots of different reasons. But one thing it doesn't do, um, you have to understand why things are a certain way. And if we don't bother to ask the why question, we're always gonna be like, oh my gosh, why did that work that way? Why did that have that outcome? If you don't care, then you're gonna miss that potential of learning in your life. Okay? You're gonna miss that potential of learning in your life. And maybe you're gonna say to me, John, well, I'll get it next time around. Well, I gotta tell you something. All opportunity doesn't knock twice. All opportunity does not knock twice. And I say that because a lot of us like, oh, you know what? I can't answer the door right now, or I can't get, the opportunity right now. I'm busy. Well, opportunity, when it calls, there's no call waiting. And opportunity doesn't leave a voicemail. So if you missed it, well, unfortunately, um, you may not see it again. You may, but don't count on seeing it again because you may not. Number 20, focus directs your energy. And concentrated attention leads to effective action. Concentrated, that's the stuff that, we're doing conscientiously. Okay. That's important to know. Very, very important to know. Okay. That's important to understand. Part 3 is alignment and momentum of this today. Number 21, mental clarity improves follow through. Knowing your path ensures action. When we know what to do, we just do it, don't we? We don't wait. We don't second guess ourselves saying, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? We do not second guess ourselves. We just move on. Okay. We just move on. We just continue to move on every single day of our life. And that's the importance that I think a lot of people miss, is that we have to be aware of what's going on in our life and in our environment. Not so much what other people are doing, but aware of how we interface, how our actions, how our thoughts are positively or negatively affecting other people. And if they're negatively affecting other people, we should change them. Because when we're more in harmony, people want to work with us. Number 22, guys, awareness reduces rumination. Noticing thoughts prevents endless overthinking. Just noticing the thoughts. That's all you have to do. Number 23, clear thinking creates peace. Mental organization reduces internal conflict. So the more organized we are inside our brain, the less likely we are to have conflict. That's pretty priceless, guys. Conflict happens because of confusion. Conflict happens because of overexerted egos from other people. Conflict happens because other people don't respect your viewpoint. And again, that's all about the ego, isn't it? All about the ego. Number 24, guys, thoughts determine the pace. Controlling your mind controls the speed of the progress. So you have the ability to affect the potentiometer, to affect the speed, whether you're at 0, whether you're at 1,000,000. You have the ability to control that gas pedal, right? But most people don't think they do. They think they just have on or off. You can control how much intensity you give it and how much you take away from it. That's a very, very priceless statement. Number 25, focus builds momentum. Concentrated action compounds results quickly, like the money in your stock account or your bank. When it compounds, our life changes majorly. Okay? That's important to know. You have to understand that. And if you understand that, you're more than 80% the way, because understanding and knowledge is the first component to being able to make a difference. If we don't know where we're going, we're never going to get there, ever. Number 26, guys. Mental alignment creates flow. Harmony in thought accelerates performance. So if we're in harmony with ourselves and with others, we're going to flow like a beautiful river or stream right down. Flows don't go up, guys. They go down. If we try to make a flow go up, you know what happens? It becomes extremely stressful. Very stressful. And maybe you're saying to me, John, like, maybe you don't get like why that actually is. Maybe you don't get that. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, it's not from what you think it is. It's not from what you think it is. I know that a lot of you out there are saying to me, John, this doesn't apply to me. Well, if it doesn't apply to you, I got to tell you something. It probably does. It's just you're not being aware of what's around you at the current moment. Number 27, guys, thought. Thought discipline builds strength. But many people give up. They just take the first thought and they run with it. Repeated practice, guys, strengthens mental resilience. Repeated practice. You want to be a good ball player? You keep practicing pitching. You keep practice hitting. You keep practice running the bases, right? You want to be a good musician? You practice every day. You learn the instrument you wanting to play. Piano, being a pianist, a trumpetist, drum, whatever it is, percussionist. You practice that. You make that like the air you breathe. Number 28, guys. Focus replaces confusion. Consistent attention eliminates uncertainty. Consistent. I didn't say attention for one day. I said consistent attention. Okay. Consistent attention. Consistent attention. Consistent attention. Consistent attention. Consistent attention. That's a key, guys. Consistency is the key to everything in life. But will you be consistent just for one day, 1 week, 1 month, and then just stop? Because, see, once you stop, then you start reprogramming yourself to now be that way, which isn't good. Number 29, mental clarity creates direction and clear thinking identifies the priorities and the next step. So let me say that again. Mental clarity creates the direction, knowing where you want to go, but the clear thinking identifies the priorities and the next steps that you need to be taking. That's key, guys. Number 30, thought mastery equals freedom. Control your mind and you control your life. Control your mind and you control your life. That sounds like such an easy thing, but why is it people don't do it? Oh, they get stuck in their ways. They don't necessarily want to be someone who is first. They're afraid it might be different, right? It might be different to what they're expecting. Okay. And by being different, they don't know if they're going to like it. That's an important thing. So we need to reflect a moment here, guys. Mastering your thoughts isn't about perfection, although a lot of people out there think it is. You don't have to have perfect thoughts. It's about the awareness that you have and the practice and the consistency for which you have these thoughts. They don't have to be perfect. You're like, oh, I don't have perfect thoughts. I don't care if you have perfect thoughts. I care that you have consistent thoughts. If you have consistent thoughts, that's the key. Consistency breeds more competence. Practice and consistency, they go together for competence. Every thought that you choose to nurture, every moment of focus that you have builds momentum toward your goals, not anybody else's, toward your goals. Okay? That's an important thing to understand. By observing, directing, and disciplining your mind, you gain what we call clarity. You reduce stress and you create intentional outcomes. Intentional outcomes, things that are aligned with your core value and who you are as a person. No one should be telling you what your core values are. You need to figure out what they are. Your core values are very similar to, let's say, a company that might have a mission statement, right? A little bit different there because the directors, the company, they come together with what should our mission be? Well, you're just you. And you need to figure out what you want to be. Nobody needs to tell you what you want to be. You need to figure that out yourself. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, freedom and direction, they start inside. They don't start outside the body, they start inside the body. The mind is the foundation of all action. The mind is the foundation of all action. And if you choose to be mastering it, you know what you're going to do, guys? You're going to master your life. If you choose to master it, what's inside you, you will master your life. Now, again, I don't want you to be discouraged and say, John, I've been doing this for a while and it's not working. Well, people do it years and it doesn't work for them. You probably need more practice. The real reason it's not working for you is you have not been intentional with your thoughts. Your core values might just be something you got from somebody else, but they don't align with who you are. I invite, ladies and gentlemen, to please check out now believemeachieve.com for more of my, of course, amazing, inspiring content available 24/7 in short form and long form content to guide your journey toward clarity, toward focus, and of course, guys, toward intentional living. So there's a difference, ladies and gentlemen, between surviving and thriving. Most people fight their entire life just to survive. But the key to life is to experience joy, bliss, abundance. And that only comes when we thrive. And we can only thrive when we are the person who we're meant to be, when we live up to our core values. Have a great one, everyone. I'll catch you real soon. Be well, everyone.